Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Architects on Fire, brought to you by Arch Digi Ventures. Arch Digi Ventures is a hub for everything about architecture, design and inspiration. I am your host, Dr. Sonia Mehta from London, with a very special guest, Ramit Mehta.
Hi there, how's it going?
So I have known Ramit since his birth, literally. So today I'm not just a host, but I am a proud mom too. But trust me, I have not invited him because I am his mom and he's my son. But I believe his incredible journey has been nothing short of inspiring for students and young professionals. So Ramit, welcome to Architects on Fire.
Thanks, Mom. I'm not an architect, just for your information.
I know that. Arch Digi Ventures also covers journeys of those who can inspire our students, our young professionals. So let me introduce Ramit Mehta. He studied from BITS, India. He went on to do his master's in business administration from Duke University in USA, and now he is in London. He has just finished his course from King's College London in public policy. I really wanted to share his journey with all our viewers. Ramit, any comments?
Thank you for the interview.
So Ramit, let me ask you, what made you shift from one country to other and take such bold decisions?
I think my decisions were mostly driven by the things that I wanted to pursue in my life. So when I moved from India to the US, it was to do my master's in business. And it was a good opportunity. I went to Duke. And basically, to me, after having done my engineering degree, I was very clear that's not really what I wanted to keep doing. And I wanted to get more of an idea of how to run a business, how companies work. And so getting into Duke University was the perfect platform and the perfect opportunity to do that. So that decision was purely taken based on the opportunity. The decision to move from the US to the UK was also very similar, but a bit different. It was similar because it was driven by me wanting to pursue again something new. But in this case, I had done the business thing. I had worked at these big companies for many years and decided that was not for me, and I wanted to make a big impact in the world. So having worked for a bit, saved some money, I wanted to take a chance on myself. When I moved to the UK, I was only 30. I'm 32 now. I wanted to make the most of my early 30s. I'm single. And really try and make an impact in the world before kind of beginning to build more stability in my life. Because once I'm settled, then I'm not going to have the opportunity to do that. So.
True. That's true. But it's really very courageous. And one of our friends called him brave. He's very brave. So just let me know, or our viewers know, were you never ever scared of such leaps?
No, I'm scared for sure. I do get scared while making these decisions, but also you have to believe in yourself. I also think an important element is your socioeconomic background. So you have to understand the kind of risks you can take with the privileges that you have. So obviously, we come from a upper middle class family. So I think if you can't afford to take that kind of financial risk in your life, I don't recommend doing that. I recommend doing the kind of business as usual, working at a company, making the money, take that risk when you are in a place in your life where you can take that risk. The reason I felt brave enough was because, one, I believed in what I was doing, but two, I said, hey, I have a certain amount of savings and I'm willing to take that gamble. And assuming it doesn't work out, I can always go back to what I had done previously, which is working at these big companies in business roles, strategy roles. I don't want to go back. I'd like to continue down this path and build whatever I'm building at this moment. Yeah, sometimes I do feel scared, but I think some of it is also having the support of friends and family around me. My sister lives in London, so that's really helpful. I think moving to a new country, when I moved to the US, I didn't really have family, so it was in some ways more difficult, but having family around is really helpful. And yeah, I think just having a belief in yourself and your ideas, and giving yourself a chance if you're able to financially do that.
Am I right in saying that you said that privileged part? So even if someone who is not privileged and he works, earns, and then spend on his happiness, so you go with that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. Yeah, I think, I mean, it's your money. You obviously should do with it what you want, as long as you've taken care of your responsibilities. But yeah, I think if you have the ability to, you should do it. And if you can, spend a little bit of money on yourself, and there's no responsibilities like your parents or a child or a spouse, then you should 100% go for that opportunity.
Okay, very well said. So, tell our viewers, Ramit, and I would also like to know. So, what is your biggest learning from this multi-country, multi-discipline leap?
Well, I think my biggest learning is maybe a bit of a weird one for some people, maybe a weird one for you as well, is I think to not really be down on yourself if things don't work out. I think, as you will probably see with a lot of people around you, a lot of what happens in your life is often down to luck. And so what that doesn't mean is, oh, you should just leave it up to fate, right? Like, some people get lucky, whether it's by birth or it's because they happen to be at the right place at the right time and have had the right opportunity fall in their lap, or they were able to take advantage of the right opportunity. But I think the main takeaway from that is to continue focusing on the things that you enjoy, the things that are making you move forward in life, that give you satisfaction, give you fulfillment. And then ultimately, hopefully, the stars will align and things will work out for you. But also, as long as you have the right people around you, friends and family and community, then that's the most luck you need, right? The rest of it is just life's journey. So.
Very well said. So, to tell you very honestly, I mean, in our times, it was more of survival. So, had I got a chance, maybe today I would have been running blueprint brew cafe or something like that, since I'm so fond of cooking, or maybe a theater group. So, as I'm so fond of acting. So, I mean, it's great that you are doing what you want to do. Now, just tell me
And
one
I'm very
thing.
lucky that I'm able to do what what I want
Yes,
to do.
yes.
So.
Cross your fingers. So, Ramit, Bits, Duke, 8 years in US, working, earning, King's College, London. So, what is next?
What's next?
Yes.
So right now I'm working on an app called COMMFY. It stands for Community for You, and our goal is to basically help people find community, make friends, find social belonging, reduce loneliness. So the idea is that, in a big city like London or any New York, San Francisco, you go to a new city and sometimes it could be hard to make new friends, find your community, feel settled in. So we want to basically help solve that problem. And the problem is focused on three things. It's on people, programs, and places. So people is just helping people meet like-minded people. Programs is experiences, events through which they can do that. And the ultimate goal is to help recreate, revitalize, build new third places. So third places are just community spaces where these things can happen. So yeah, right now that's the focus. I think it utilizes a combination of all of my experience, the business side, the tech side, kind of the policy side, because a lot of the stuff we want to do might get grant funded in the future. So, but yeah, that's the focus right now. And if that doesn't work out, then we'll figure out where to go from there.
So that's amazing. It's a beautiful idea. And yes, the thing you said about loneliness, I felt it because I was talking to someone in the morning and I was telling my father was on a transferable job and we would shift after 1 or 2 years in
That's
India.
hard. Yeah.
And I would be so lonely whenever we would shift to a new place that I used to turn to books. So book reading became my hobby. I would find it very difficult to make friends. So I think it's a very, very, it's a service to mankind if something like this comes up and becomes a big success. I would like to give you one message to our architecture students, young professionals, students in general,
Yeah.
and I mean to everyone. So what
Yeah.
would you like to say?
Yeah, I'd say try and get as many perspectives as you can. I think that's been the thing that has helped me the most and opened my mind up the most. If you met me 7 years ago, maybe 6, 7 years ago, you would probably not, I would not recognize that person, or that person would not recognize me. And a lot of people in my life don't recognize me now, because back then my dream was to be a CEO and all these things, and I've
I know.
since had so many changes in my perspectives from meeting new people, consuming new content. So I think even if you've struggled with school with learning things, I think just try and make the most of being around a different group of people that are different from you, different upbringing. They may have different experiences, different hobbies, and just try and make the most of that. Try and learn something from everyone. I'm not saying you can learn something from everyone, but if you get the opportunity to, always be open to that. And then, yeah, just use that to kind of chase and form your own perspectives and make your dream life.
I really love that.
Great.
So, as a mom and as someone whom you would often turn to for advice when you were
I
young.
turn to you for advice?
Yes, when you were young. I couldn't be prouder. So, basically, this is what Ask Digi Ventures is. We share experiences of anyone, motivational stories, any inspiring story. And I am sure our viewers must be inspired from what Ramit has said. Of course, take care of your finances before taking such a bold decision.
Yeah.
He earned for 8 years in Silicon Valley, so he could afford to do that, but not many. But still, try to pursue your happiness and your passion, your dreams.
Yeah,
Am I right?
That's right, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. All right. Thank you.
So we meet you in next episode. Meanwhile, you can follow us on Instagram, AskDigi Ventures, then website www.askdigiventures.com. It's all about architecture, motivation, inspiration. Thank you, Ramit, so much.
Yeah.
So this is Dr. Sonia Mehta from London. With our special guest, Ramit Mehta. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.